Ho, 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 everybody. Welcome to Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 early. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico, and we have a lot of stuff for you this wonderful pre-Christmas show, broadcasting again live from Mexico. We're happy to see you all here. We got Dave James in the house. We have William Stoneman in the house. If you're new, we get together every Saturday morning, and we have video clips for you. Video clips about Mexico, things about buying properties. We're supposed to have Katie Ibarra with us this morning. I don't see her in yet. And then we travel around Mexico. We talk about rental properties that are available. So if you're new here, just let us know that you're here. Let us know where you are. Maybe tell us what the weather is like where you are. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, because we're a big family here, and we just like to get together and talk about the joys of living in Mexico. In about 8 minutes, we're supposed to have Katie Ibarra joining us. We've been very lucky when she shows up. Sometimes her link doesn't work. I've sent her a very special link so that she can get in and I can see her happy face. Katie, if you're out there and you can hear us, send me a message. We got Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden, in the house. Happy to see you, Brian. We got Ray Garcia, the Mexico traveler, in the house. Katrina the Maker is in the house. Ho, ho, ho. Happy to see everybody here. We have towards the middle of the broadcast, that would be around 9:30. I still have many clips to show of my trip to Leon. And last week I showed you some teasing video clips of the trip I made to Leon. And I put up a video this week on what's the name of that place? Los Lagos Moreno. Put up a video this week. It's only 5 minutes. It tells you about rental properties there. And that was a good video. It's fast. It's right to the point. Very inexpensive. A beautiful place. You might want to check that video out. Mary Jane in the house from Denver. Last time I checked, it was in Colorado. Happy to see you here, Mary Jane. And my favorite name to say, she thinks so she speaks. Good morning, everyone. My countdown, starting my trip to Mexico. Brian, actually, when are you coming down here? What date will you be here? When will you be in Mazatlan so we can get together and I can interview you from a very good location in Mazatlan and we can air that video? Verlaine from La Paz, interviewed her, and she talked about how she got her 4-year visa in like 5 minutes. Didn't have to show any financial details. From La Paz, happy to see you here. And we even have, looks like Katie Ibarra has shown up in the house. Liston Henry, hello, Bill. I will be enjoying this live stream today. Thank you. Outfit is outstanding. It's up to 62 degrees in North Carolina today. Let's talk about the weather just a little bit. The weather has greatly improved down here. This red sweater thingy that I got on, it's hot. I mean, but I got to wear it because outside, I don't know, it's about 62 degrees here. The weather in the last month has just changed dramatically. And Brian Maiden, I mean, I was complaining. You guys heard me a month and a half ago. It was hell. It was hot as hell here. I didn't want to go outside, but now the weather is fabulous. And this is the way it is in Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Malake, all the places on the coast. And that's why the Canadians only come down here this time of year. It's fabulous weather. I was under 3 blankets last night, still a little bit chilly. And people down here are wearing masks because it is a little chilly. And if you're inland around the Ajijic, Chapala area, Guadalajara, if you're there in December, you can expect 47-degree night times. But if you're in Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic, it's going to go up to 90. There's going to be no humidity. This is a very good time to be living in or visiting Mexico. Let's see what's going on. We're going to have Katie Ibarra here in about 4 minutes. Katie Ibarra, super realtor in Ajijic, Chapala, Jocotepec. She gets together with the first week of every month, shows us hot properties, and gives us information and real estate tips. We got 28 people in the house. We're growing. Lenora Wilson from Baltimore, Maryland. Matt, good morning, everyone. Now living at Lake Chapala. Have a great day. Good to see you're here. Matt, every time you show up with us, you're in a different spot. JJ from Chicago. I know it's getting chilly there. Dave James in Western Washington. The skies are crystal clear and 45 degrees Fahrenheit after a night of gusty winds and drenching rains. Brian Maiden will be here January 15th. I'll write that down and put that date on my refrigerator with all of my important dates. William Stoneman, Bill, you are lucky. Rain, cool, and heavy fog here in eastern Tennessee. Well, you'll be down here in May, so you'll be fine. Brian, very little snow and still negative 4 to 7 degrees. That's a little too chilly for me. What time is it? It is 9:08. I'm feeling much better. I was way under the weather about 2 months ago. I'm finally getting over the cold. I think maybe I had COVID or something. It was really bad. And people down here I'm seeing more and more people wear masks down here. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm seeing people walking around wearing masks. I hear a lot of coughing. People are kind of sick down here. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm getting over this. I feel much better. Still have some cough going on. And let's see. Okay. Okay, so in a second here, we're going to bring in Ms. Super Realtor Katie Ibarra, and she's going to show us a hot property in Ajijic, Chapala, Jocotepec. Let me get sounded up here so I can hear what she has to say. Let's bring her in. Here we go. Ms. Ibarra, can you hear us over there?
I hear you. Can you hear me, Bill?
No, I can't hear you. What did you say? Did you say, can you hear me? That's funny.
You're playing with me.
And here's all of Katie is a super realtor. She's worked with many of our subscribers and got them fabulous homes in the Ajijic, Chapala, Jocotepec area. And she works her buns off to make her customers happy. So we're going to get right to it. Katie has a fabulous property for us today. Let's go over here. I got to push some buttons here. And Katie, I'm so sorry. I was looking at reruns from last month's broadcast,
Yeah.
and I had spelled your name wrong. Did you notice that?
No. How'd you spell it?
Katie apostrophe S. I mean, it was so I fixed that. Now, you can see Katie's U.S. phone number, her Mexico phone number, and I also have included her email. But let's get right with the property. This is a Dynamo property. It's for sale in Hocotepec. $139,000. Okay, with the information that Katie gave me, she said it was $2,400,000. I converted it, so you'd have to plus or minus that like $200, I think. It's a fabulous property, and I'm going to show the map here. You can see Chapala, Ahiheek. I'm going to say this is about a 15-minute drive from Ahiheek. Is that about right, Katie?
Yeah, with no traffic, that would be a 15-minute drive. If you're in the middle of the day, it could be 25, 30 minutes.
Okay. And I was looking at the map. How far is this slope? How far is this house from El Centro in Hocotepec?
Oh, like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah. So you could be down at the Malecon, the waterfront boardwalk in Hocotepec in 5 minutes easy. But
okay.
for somebody, this neighborhood that we're looking at today, you and I haven't visited this really in any of the real estate opportunities that I've shared, but it's really attractive to somebody that says, I don't want to be in the thick of the village. I don't want to hear the fireworks. I've got dogs that want to run in the yard, and I don't want them to be scared of all the cohetes, the bottle rockets that go off all the time. This is a prime spot for that. Plus the fact that you're 15 to 20 minutes west of Ahiheek, you're getting a lot more land and property for your money.
And when I was looking at this property on the map, it looks like it's very walkable right to the lake.
Yes, absolutely. It's in a community that is called Roca Azul. And Roca Azul is actually a gated community that has an area where people can also park RVs, and it has some rentable, what do you call cabañas, cabins. So people can come down, and there's a community pool, and they can rent cabins. So it is a place, it's a big community that has a lot of residential housing, but also there is an area within that people can come camp or just, have their holiday and be on the lake, and you're very close to that. But it feels a bit rural, and it's much quieter because you are just a tiny bit away from the village.
And $139,000, that's the price of a Cadillac.
Yeah, I mean, the price point is fantastic. And that's why I thought, we've had some higher price points in our Saturdays together, and I thought, you know what, let's highlight something that it maybe people on a budget will identify with, and people that don't want to be right in the village. This is another option.
Well, let's take a look at the house, Katie. Here it is, and let's take a look inside here. What are we seeing here?
All right, so it's super cute, and like you said, it's right around approximately 139,000 US dollars. We are looking at 1,690 square feet. So that's another metric that people want to know. You're going to get 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths, all on one floor. which again is really important to a lot of our clients who are retirees. They say, no, don't give me a bunch of stairs. Also, you've got a fenced in yard. So if you've got pets, there's a place for pets to run.
Okay.
Also off-street parking.
Let's take a peek here. What is this?
Alrighty. So you see there the kitchen and plenty of counter space and a nice huge window over the sink. So you've got natural light and you're looking out and seeing the world go by.
And this is connected to what?
All right, connected to the kitchen. So you've got open living space, dining, living room. You can see the walls are exposed brick. So that's a specific taste. Either you love it or you don't. Some people like the character of exposed brick, and others might go in and plaster over that. So
and what do you call those ceilings?
And those are the Boveda ceilings. So you've got the little arches between each of the trusses in the ceiling. And that's a really lovely character feature of a lot of Mexican houses.
Oh, wow. Oh, what is this, Katie?
Yep. Still there in that main open space.
Uh-huh.
You can see there's another window out. So you're getting lots of natural light.
Okay. Here you go.
I believe this is the second bedroom. And again, it has its own window. And you still have the exposed brick and the Boveda ceilings.
Okay. And I was reading the PDF that you sent me, and you mentioned that it has solar panels and it has heating and air and heating.
That's right. You with the outside photos, you can see air conditioned compressor. And so there are the mini splits, which are popular here in this area. Not all houses have heating and cooling, but if you want to add a mini split, that would give you the option to use a little remote control. And the couple months that are super hot here, you would get some relief. You can see right there up high in this photo, that's the master bedroom, and it has a mini split. So you just point your remote and you turn on the AC. And then right now we're just coming into what we call cold season. I have a Canadian close friend that says we have winter week. So it's the 1 week a year that she says we need long pants and closed-toed shoes. But those mini splits also have a option on the remote control to turn a little bit of heat and take the chill off the house, which is kind of laughable because, you know, coming from Columbus, Ohio, Bill, you know that it's still 75 and sunny midday here. And
yes.
That's not winter.
Yes. And how many bathrooms are in this house?
2.
Okay.
So 3 bedroom, 2 full bath.
And what is this, Katie?
So you can see you can easily put a multiple cars in this long driveway, but you easily have 1 or 2 cars that will be covered and protected from the sun there with the carport.
Okay. And is this the front of the house? What is this?
That's actually the back. And you can see there's one of the compressors for the air conditioning unit and space in the fenced in yard. If you've got pets, they can have their space to run.
Okay. And there you go.
Yeah. Super cute.
Oh, okay. Now, yes. And all of this for the price of a Volkswagen brand new $139,000. And so now Katie has some information. She comes with us. The first week of every month and shares these properties with us. And now she's going to answer some very popular questions. Let me pop this open. Where is it? Okay, here we go. And we're going to ask her 3 questions about general realty questions that people ask all the time in Mexico. And the first question is there a property inspection in the buying process, and how much does that cost?
Yes, absolutely. We have some very good property inspectors. A couple live here lakeside. One comes from Guadalajara, and they're educated. Some of them are engineers by trade. Um, it's an option that a buyer can add to their offer. It's a contingency. And when it comes to the cost, I'm just going to throw out an approximate. Most of my buyers that opt to do the home inspection are spending $300 to $350 US. The reason we can't say a flat fee is it's based on the age and the size of the home. So there's a matrix that works out the pricing. Let's see. The other thing I want to emphasize, and I always try to coach my buyers in this point, is just like the US, it's not to pick apart this little item, that little item. I'm going to make a list of to-dos for the seller. This really is to pinpoint whether there's a major system function that's faulty, whether that's electrical, plumbing, maybe there's major structural damage. That's what you're looking for in these home inspections. Otherwise, my broker and I have talked about this a lot, and the buyer might be purchasing their own to-do list of things they might want to address once they take possession. If it's a ceiling fan that needs addressed, or a little crack here or there, but it's superficial, it's not structural, then that's not something that's going to make or break a deal. I have had people that don't take the counsel and they want to nitpick every little item, and they lose the deal because that puts too many contingencies on their offer. And in a market that we have now where inventory is a bit low, there's somebody else that's going to come along and realize that these are $50 fixes that they can do once they take possession. And so if it's not a major issue, it's not a reason to make a problem or come back and renegotiate your deal. But yes, absolutely, it's up to the buyer if they want to put that in a contract, and it's at their expense. But I do suggest that people add that to their offer.
Okay, now the last time we had questions like this, I wasn't paying attention to comments. Now I'm watching comments. We have 2 more questions for Katie. Please ask comments while Katie is here, and then we can get her to respond to your questions. Our second question is, our second question is, the day an offer is accepted, are the buyers and sellers in a legally binding contract? What do you have to say about that, Katie?
Okay, well, technically, let's say I help my buyers write an offer, and they've put in that they would like to do a home inspection. And the seller says, okay, I sign my acceptance of this offer today. The buyer still has a little bit of time. One, they've got almost 2 weeks. It's business days. So 7 business days to get their home inspection done, and then see the results of that, and either sign off and say, I'm okay, or there's something really major that we need to revisit. Either I'm going to walk away from this. I'm not in a binding contract. I can walk away. or I'm going to renegotiate the terms of my offer. So you've got 7 business days, let's call it a week and a half, to get that inspection done, get the report, and make a decision before you're really, tied down. And then after that, after the 7 business days, you've got 5 more business days to get the initial deposit in. If there's no deposit, technically people can still walk away. Once that 10% initial deposit is wire transferred, then everybody's in a legally binding contract, and walking away at that point by either party has equal penalties, losing that 10%. And so, you do have a little more time after the offer is accepted, but maybe roughly 2 weeks. You got to get through the inspection and get the wire transfer of the initial 10%.
Okay. Now, Katie, our last question is, what is the timeline for handing over the money?
Okay, so we already started into the initial, which, as I said, after you sign off the contingency on a home inspection, you've got another additional 5 business days to get 10% down. That takes it off the market. That means it's under contract and it won't be shown to other possible buyers. But then you're looking at roughly, on average, 30 to 60 days till closing. And once you get close to closing, that last week before, you're going to need to wire transfer the balance due after the 10% plus closing costs, which closing costs, we tell people to expect roughly 4% of the purchase price. The reason we don't know the exact amount, it comes back with appraisal value, some fees that are charged at closing are set fees for every property, and some are percentage of the property value. So it varies from each closing to each closing, but 4%, it has always been a pretty safe number for people to bank on. We tell them a week in advance, send your 90% balance due, and we have that number for the closing cost. There's one other item that happens about a week before closing, and that is if you're a foreign buyer, you have to have a government permit to own property in Mexico, and that's per name on the deed. So it's, if I were to go buy land, it would just be me, but if I were married and it's me and my spouse, then you're paying it twice because both names are on the deed. And right now that's roughly $325 per person, and it needs to be done about a week before closing.
Okay, very good. All right, Katie. Well, once again, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And I think the next time we see you, we'll be saying Happy New Year. So in the meantime, Katie, Merry Christmas. And I hope you and your loved ones have a wonderful Christmas. And we'll see you in January. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much, Bill. Have a great holiday.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Katie Abar. And Katie joins us. I've known Katie, wow, it seems like forever. It seems like forever, but she's worked with many of our subscribers. Jack Webb, she's worked with him and other subscribers. She's helped them buy wonderful homes. And if you don't have an interest in this house, and if you want to pay more than $139,000, Katie can help you spend like $1 million or $2 million. If you got the money, she helped me buy a $5 million house. It had 8 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, a full staff of cleaning people. It had 3 swimming pools. But but it was just too much of a hassle for me. I sold the house. I sold my $5 million house for $15 million. And so now I'm living in Mazatlan, renting just a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's really nice down here. So, okay, let me catch up with what is happening since we talked to Katie. Okay, Camping Allen is in the house. Hola, Camping Allen. From New Orleans this week, back to the Colorado snow on Monday. Enjoy Bourbon Street. I've been there, done that. They say when you go to New Orleans, you go to one place to eat, and all you talk about is the next place you're going to eat. The food is unbelievable. Good morning, Katie. Thank you, Brian. William Stoneman will be in Puerto Vallarta, Bucerias, and Sayulita January the 1st. Puerto Vallarta is a wonderful place. Buceria is kind of a secret. I love Sayulita. I've done videos on Puerto Vallarta and Sayulita. I have not done one on Bucerias as of yet. I love Sayulita. Hank Jones. 88 degrees today here in Mexico. It's summertime. Yeah, okay. Ray Garcia. I'll be in PV on Christmas. Lucky you. David, my friend in Morelia. And David, I got to start looking for my apartment in Morelia. Any assistance that you and your wife, Maria, can help me out with is greatly appreciated. Here's my friend Terry Don Marshall in the house. Jack Webb. It's good and goofy just northwest of you up in Hazard, Kentucky. Go grab some great tamales at Cootie Brown. Thank you, Jack Webb. What else are you talking about, Jack Webb? William Stoneman, it's foggy just northwest of you in Hazard. Okay. Dennis Hassler, appreciate Bill's providing information and experience. Thank you so much for commenting. Virginia in New York, my sister's social worker. Thank you. I got on my Christmas stuff, trying to spread the Christmas spirit. Catherine Knight, hey Bill, are you still moving to Morelia? I noticed the nights are getting pretty chilly now. You still have a heavy coat. I don't have a heavy coat, but I do have many hoodies. Like this thing I'm wearing right now, it's necessary right now. In another hour, it'll be 80, 85 degrees. That's the beauty of living in Mexico in the wintertime. And then if you live in the inland, that's why I'm moving inland. So I can throw on a hoodie all year. It's like living in downtown San Francisco, which I did for 5 years. I mean, you can throw on a hoodie anytime. We've got 52 people in the house. Sorry, folks. 19 likes. Click that like button. Leave a comment. When you click the like button, it helps us surge in the search ratings on YouTube. And when you click the like button, that helps too. Okay, let's get back over here. I've got some stuff to do here this morning. Okay, Richard, is financing available for U.S. citizen financing? I wish you would have asked that when Katie was here. And for what it's worth, for the housing, for the house information that Katie just provided, that I will convert that into a standalone video and put that up first thing on Sunday morning. That is tomorrow. On the questions, I will convert that into a standalone video, and I will put that up in the next couple of weeks. Financing, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say it, but financing in a house in Mexico is it's not like the United States. I'm not going to say you can't do it, but it's kind of unheard of down here. People just pay cash for houses. I've been involved with 2 home sales in Mexico. Both times it was a cash deal. It's not like the United States. I've owned homes in the United States, and owning a home in the United States is almost like buying a car. You put some money down, you got the car, there you go. You buy a house, you put some money down, then you get a 30-year mortgage. That kind of sort of does not happen in Mexico. Brian Maiden, not a bad little house for $139,000. Needs some work. Sure, I mean that's a 100 and I tell you what, Jocotepec is a sleeper town. A lot of people don't know about Jocotepec. I've been through Jocotepec many times. I've done a video on Jocotepec, and I want to say, when I was doing the video on Jocotepec, I was in the plaza, and there were these 5 senior citizen American Canadian women that had lived there for 17 years, and they loved it. And they loved it because no one had heard of Jocotepec. There were hardly any Americans there, hardly any Canadians there. The prices were fabulous for rentals or buying properties. And all 5 of them were a little upset that people were learning about Jocotepec. They didn't want to see any Americans or Canadians showing up. So whatever. Lowell, a little late. Good morning, Lowell. Always happy, rather late than never. We'll start looking around. Maybe have something next week. Right on, dude. I won't be there, David. David's going to help me find a place. I'm just looking for 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, fully furnished. And I can move in by July the 6th of 2024. 2024. Lowell, good morning. Lucky you to be in Morelia. Morelia, I love Morelia. I love it. Dennis, I don't like Sayulita very much. I drive an SUV and can never find parking spaces there. Too congested, but there are outstanding places there. And Dennis, I totally agree with you. I love Sayulita for the party. And there's a really different vibe of visitors that go to Sayulita. People go to Sayulita from all over the world. In Mazatlan, people from all over the world don't visit Mazatlan. It's mostly Canadians. In Puerto Vallarta, you get a lot of Americans and some Canadians. In Sayulita, people come from Australia and New Zealand to visit specifically Sayulita, and it is very small. The population there is like 4,000, 5,000 people. And no, you can't find a place to park. But to visit, if you can find if you have the money, because it's so saturated and it's so fabulous that if you can find a hotel in downtown Sayulita, it's going to cost you like $200 a night, $250 a night. If you got the jack, I wouldn't want to live there, but if you can afford to spend 4 or 5 nights in Sayulita and you're going to go there with your loved one, also you see a lot of single young people there, specifically a lot of single women from New Zealand, London. You know, they're down there to meet men that are wealthy. So I love Sayulita, but no, parking is a problem. I would not want to live there, but I could visit there in a minute. I'm in snowy Vermont still. Well, good for you. I've been in snowy New Hampshire, and it's beautiful, but I don't ski. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Brian Maiden, very pretty there. Been there, MollyCon. It's fabulous. And the food is excellent. You can meet a lot of people there in Sayulita. Hank Jones. Why would you live in Vermont? Oh, oh, that's a real up-down story. I went to Dartmouth College, so I lived in Hanover, New Hampshire for 4 years. When it's not snowing in the spring and the summertime, the climates are wonderful. It's beautiful. And in January, I remember January hitting New Hampshire, and it was 50 below zero every day with 5 to 6 feet of snow on the ground. I didn't mind because I was young. I didn't know any better. It's and the people were very friendly in that whole Vermont, New Hampshire area. It's beautiful. And if you're a skier, which I wasn't a skier, it's a great place. It's awesome. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful places. If you can handle 3 months of 50 below zero and 5 to 6 feet of snow on the ground, everybody likes something different. That's what makes the world go round. Ciao, usually watching from Italy, but all landed in Texas last night. Next step, Mexico. La Dulce Vita. When are you going to be in Mazatlan? Woo! Dennis. I like Jocotepec and would live there. It is nice because it's away from all the gringos coming to Ajijic. Joco will be on a rise. There you go. Dennis hit that right on the head. Golf carts are used in Sayulita, not SUVs. They are too big, and that is exactly right. We have Rudy Clemens in the house. Good morning to you, Rudy. And we did a video with Rudy and his wife about 3 months ago. I think her name is Sheila. Wonderful couple. Great energy. I don't think they've been down here in Mazatlan for a year. Okay, you guys. Now, last week, let me click on some. Oh, let me turn off Katie Ibarra's button here. I just came back from my visit to Leon, Mexico. And let's take a peek at where that is. And, I feel kind of bad about last week because here's Mazatlan over here. There's Mazatlan. And I flew to Leon about 2 weeks ago, mainly so that I could go to the balloon festival. And I didn't know what videos I should show you guys last week, but this week I have some awesome videos of the Leon Balloon Festival. These, you're going to see some, in a couple of minutes here, you're going to see some jaw-dropping videos. And it's the largest international balloon festival in Latin America. They have it every year. And Leon, let me zoom in here just a bit. Yeah, okay. I put up a video while I was there. I visited Lagos de Moreno, Lakes of the Brown People. It was fabulous. And they had the most beautiful women I had ever seen in Mexico. I don't know what that was about. I could live in Lagos de Moreno. But anyway, so I went to Leon, and what I didn't show you guys last week were some of the best videos. Oh, what's going on here? Here we go. I showed you I showed you some of the beginning videos, and the thing is, this is a must-take trip. But if you go to see these balloons, look at all that green area. When you get there at 5:30 in the morning, there are no balloons. They all come in these pickup trucks, and they all have assigned spots that they're going to show. And let's see, let's go over here. They all have assigned spots, but I'm just going to show you this one more time. Look at all that green space, and these little trucks are going to come in. This is 5:30 in the morning, and this is what you see. You got to get there early. The tickets cost 250 pesos. It's a huge party, but around 6:30 in the morning, all of a sudden, all that green space turns into this. Look at all the pickup trucks. You can see the balloons are being blown up. You can see all the balloons flat on the ground. It's an orgasmic experience. They start selling beer at 5:30 in the morning. There are tens of thousands of people there from all over the world. And then all of a sudden, from nothing, from just green space, and where I'm standing, I haven't moved. I was here. I was standing here at 5:30. That's what the place looked like. And then all of a sudden, an hour later, an hour and a half later, the place is filled with people and all of these balloons. Yeah. I mean, it's just unbelievably awesome. And let's just keep on cruising here. It depends on who you talk to. Some people say there are 200 balloons. I was told, the reason I went there, they told me that there were 600 balloons. And they're all shapes and sizes. I'm going to put up a video on this within the next 10 days. And you wait for so long, like you're waiting for about 2 hours for the balloons to go up. And all of a sudden, the sky is just filled with balloons. It's just filled with balloons. But now they're all on the ground, and they're getting ready to take off in any second. And of course, sure, I have, I'm going to show you the balloons flying here in a second. Okay. And for you guys that give donations or are into supporting the channel, it's greatly appreciated, because with your donations, I can make trips like this. I'm planning another trip, and it's going to be in central Mexico, not far from Leon again. I want to go to Aguas Calientes. For one place, I've heard it's a fabulous place. And there's another place just south of that. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Let me click on that. And the place I want to go next is, I want to go to Aguas Calientes. So I'm going to fly to Leon, take a 2-hour bus ride to Aguas Calientes. But while I'm there, I have curiosity about this place right here, Irapuato, in the state of Guanajuato. And you can see here's San Miguel Allende right over here. Everybody goes there. I've been there before. I'm going to go back again. I don't see it happen anytime soon, but everybody goes to San Miguel Allende. So whatever. But when you guys donate to the channel, then I get on the road. I buy airline ticket, and I take a trip. But this watch, oh, right on. God bless you. God bless you, Mary Jane. Thank you. I feel faint. Thank you so much for donating to the channel. This is how we pay our rent over here. Thank Mary Jane. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. In a second here, I'm going to show you some fabulous. I'm going to show you some fabulous balloon stuff going on. Okay, Dennis, it's expensive along the beach in these resort towns. However, you don't have to go far into the colonias to find much lower prices. I love PV. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that's why I'm going to these. That's why I'm sharing these small towns. And you guys don't know all the hate mail I get. Yeah, I'm serious, man. I get hate mail. And some of the people I just banned from the channel. But when you visit these places, when you visit places that you've heard of, when you visit Puerto Vallarta, when you visit Mazatlan, when you visit, a lot of these places, that's where all the tourists are. My videos, I try to show you guys when I go to a place and in the video it says I could live there. That means the place is fabulous and it's worth going there for 3 to 4 nights just to go walk around, get a nice hotel near El Centro or an Airbnb, eat the food, see how the people treat you. Yeah, that's what it means. When I say I would, when you, and I got to make up a little award for that. The I would live there award. Okay. Oh, La Doce Vida. I will be in Mazatlan February, maybe traveling around for 3 months to hopefully find a place that touches my heart. That's what you have to do. That is the perfect attitude. So many people are coming down here. I mean, where I'm living at in these buildings, some people come and they stay in this building and they don't go anywhere. They don't leave Mazatlan for 6 months, but now I'm branching out. I'm going inland Mexico. I'm going to the towns and cities that are fabulous. That's what I'm doing to share. That's what we do on I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. So when you come down here, find a spot and don't decide, well, I'm gonna die in this spot. Don't do that. Find a spot that's just your home base and go out and travel. Mexico is fabulous. Okay, here we go. Lowell. That's what I'm going to do starting mid-January. First real trip to start my search for a place to call home. That is the attitude that you want. I'm a solo female. Husband passed away last year. Are you solo traveling? Yeah, talk to each other. Dennis, you should visit. Yeah, there's another place I want to go. Guanajuato. Guanajuato is awesome. Guanajuato is the bomb. If I wasn't living to Morelia, Guanajuato might be on my list. But let's get back to the hot air balloons. Here you go. Here you go. There's the first one taking off. I guess that's in slow motion. It might be. There you go. The first balloon. Next week, I'm going to show you a shocking video. I'm going to, what's going on with that? What is that? There you go. Balloons going up. And then another balloon goes up. And this is how it starts out. This is a 4-day festival, and it's in November of every year. And it's fabulous. And the food, it's in this giant park in Lyon. At a giant, I don't remember ever being in a park this big, but it's filled with people and food and beer and tequila, and the people are fabulous, and everybody's just here to see the balloons. And they just start taking off, and the music that they're playing, it's like a disco party. It's a huge freaking party. The music is fabulous. The food is fabulous. The beer is fabulous. The weather was great. It's only $12. There you go. And I tell you what, by the time I guess I was there for about 5 hours. By the time I'd left, I'd seen so many balloons, I didn't even want to see any more balloons. I mean, that's how many balloons it is. It's like it just got to be a bit much. But these are the highlights. It was unbelievable. And I'm not even showing all of the clips. After this, all of the videos are just balloons flying through the air. And they go up for about 2 hours total. 2 hours. They have a morning show, and then they have another show at 6 o'clock in the evening. But I think you have to pay another $12 to get into that. I have no clue what they do in that show. But I tell you what, if you and your family, or if you and your loved one want to have a great time in real Mexico, there were people from Europe there, but I don't remember seeing any Americans or Canadians at this festival. I'm going to show you a couple of young ladies that I met from, from Norway. But I tell you, this is the second largest balloon festival in Latin America. It lasts for 4 days. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You can go to Lyon. And again, Lyon is only like a 20 to 30 minute drive from Guanajuato. It's only like an hour drive away from San Miguel Allende. This balloon trip is a wonderful starter trip for a 1-week vacation, maybe a 2-week vacation, or a way to begin your exploration of Mexico. And the weather was fabulous. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Let me go back to comments. Woo! Okay, let's see what's going on now. Whoa, I keep reminding myself. Okay. I'm just looking here. I bring Dennis, Mexicans love expats, but you must be knowledgeable about Mexico's culture. Else can you walk in a bar and still get started? Thank you very much. I bring my dog with me when I go to restaurants and bars. No problem in Mexico. That's the way it is in New Hampshire also. Ray Garcia, PV, 3 days, then bus to Guadalajara, 2 days. Guanajuato, 2 days. There you go. There you go. Querétaro y Morelia, hopefully, right on. You the man. You the man. Come on down. William Stoneman, did they offer rides to the general public to get on the balloons? I didn't see William Mustache Stoneman. I didn't see any offers. I didn't see any offers for balloon rides. Somebody else asked me that, and I forget if it was a Mexican or I don't remember seeing any offers like that. And Matt, thank you so much, Matt, for your $5 donation to the channel. And when you guys donate to the channel, hey, I'm not Ron DeSantis, for governor of Florida. I mean, I don't take your money and just live in a big mansion and, you know, have parties and have other people come in and they have money. No, man. I'm 67 years old. I only got a few more years to live. When you guys donate, I take that money and you see what I do. I travel Mexico. I don't even have hardly any friends here in Mazatlan. I do have, I have some friends. Michael from Baltimore, Maryland. We watch football games together. He lives in my building. I do have friends in the building. Yes, I do. But I take your donations and I travel. I'm planning my next trip now. So if you got any money in your pocket, thank you, Matt Brazelton. And thank you, Mary Jane. William Stoneman, did they offer balloon rides? I don't know. Axel Foley, hi, everyone in season. Greetings. And Axel Foley, always great to have you in the house. And we have Chris. We have Chris in the house. Last time I saw Chris, he was in Chapala, Ahihique. Ray Garcia. Dennis doesn't have a Malecon. Beautiful beaches, though. Happy holidays, Santa Bill. Oh, now we have, all of a sudden, we got a bunch of people in the house. Now we have 56 people in the house. We have 26 likes. And the main pretty boy man has reached down into his pocket and pulled out 20 Canadian dollars. The Canadian dollar is very valuable, way more valuable than the United States dollar. So 20 Canadian dollars, if you haven't checked lately, that is like donating 3,000 American dollars. Woohoo! I can go out and woohoo! I can get out with 3,000 American dollars. That's like a one-day supply of fentanyl. Woohoo! Thank you, Brian Maiden, for contributing to the channel as you do many, many times. And it is greatly appreciated. So you guys, so tomorrow I'm going to put up the video with Katie Ibarra and the property that we shared, that she shared with us this morning. And if you're looking for a property in Chapala, Ahihique, Hocotepec, and here's the one she showed us today, $139,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a 5-minute drive from Hocotepec. And I've got to say, if you haven't been to Hocotepec, go out and visit that. They have, Hocotepec has one of the most beautiful Malecons I've ever visited in all of Mexico. It's a fabulous little place, and it's very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. So I'm going to put up Katie's video this week. I'm going to put up a video about Leon. And, because Leon, okay, I'm going to say this. Leon is the leather capital of Mexico. It's worth it to go to Lyon just for the leather products. I'm not a shopper. I don't buy anything. I never buy anything. This red jacket, if that's what you want to call it, I bought this at a bazaar in Mexico about 5 years ago, only because it was like $2. Okay. But there's, oh man, I almost bought $150 pair of cowboy boots in Lyon. I did buy some stuff, and I think I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I bought next week. But Lyon is worth going there just to buy 5 years of Christmas gifts, leather jackets, leather purses, wallets. I bought a belt. I bought a really cool hat in Lyon. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, so if you are, Mary Jane, thank you so much for contributing, Mary Jane. Oh, are you still planning a trip to La Paz, Bill? Yes, Verlaine, I am still planning my trip to La Paz. I think I'm going to have to make that trip in February. And I say I have to do it in February because once you get past February, then it's going to be too hot to visit. And you know better than me. So also, the longer that I do this, Verlaine, the longer that I do this now, I'm starting to oh yeah, Brian Maiden, love getting my belts, and I got a really nice belt. I'm going to show you the belt next week. I'm going to show you the belt that I replaced. I've been wearing it 12 years. Yeah. Yeah. So Verlaine, also I'm changing the way that I travel. Now I'm flying. So I'm going to fly to La Paz. I'm going to fly back to Lyon. Yeah, it costs like $250 round trip. I'm learning how to pack my bag. So I just have a carry-on bag. Don't have to pay $100 extra for one bag. I'm learning about how to get my senior citizen discount card. That makes my trips more affordable. But I tell you, that last trip to Morelia about killed me. I think I got the flu on the bus. I was on the bus in 1 week. I was on the bus for 32 hours. It only takes an hour to fly. Oh yeah, I'll just pay more money. I'll just pay more money and I'll fly. But whatever. Oh wow. So you guys, this is our first Christmas edition of the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. I still have some more videos to show you from my last trip. I will be planning my next trip now. I think I'm going to leave here around the 10th of January. I'm going to go back into the Lyon area, and I'm going to do 2 more cities within an hour of Lyon. I tell you what, that area around Lyon is a hot spot for affordable places to live that Americans and Canadians have not heard of, and you can rent and live a wonderful, inexpensive life and have great weather year round, living in real Mexico. Yeah, man, that's what we're doing now. Bill the Geek has just started doing his thing. I just started. I'm going to show you stuff that you're not going to see on any other YouTube channel. You just wait. You're going to say, wow, all the other Mexican YouTube people, they never went there. Yeah, because they ain't Bill the Geek. All right, let's see. We're getting ready to wind this down. Here we go. Marie and I are going down to El Centro on Monday. I'll probably give you a call before we go. I'll be here. I'm going to Walmart. Monday morning, I'm going to Walmart. Dennis, real leather belts are economical in Mexico and they last forever. I don't buy belts in the USA vinyl. Real leather is essential. Also, next week, when we come back for week 2 of the special December celebration heading into Christmas time, I'm going to show you the leather belt that I bought. I bought a really nifty little hat, and I'm going to show you my phone holder that I bought for $9 US. And for those of you that are watching the replay and you want to contribute, but you can't because we're not live, you can go to the description in the description below, and you can click down there and you can donate in by clicking the link, and you can use PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or you can always PayPal. Yeah, but yeah, money is always good. All right, so okay, so I'm getting ready to go, you guys. I'm getting ready to head out of here. It's been wonderful. We have 48 people in the house. We have 32 likes. Bill the Geek. My voice is going longer than it could over the last 8 weeks. I'm getting better. I've been walking in the morning, eating better. I'm feeling better. My cough is going away. We got more things to do. Let's see what's going on now. We got more people. Thank you, Brian Maiden. But first, Lowell, Dennis, have you spent time and that's another place, and I got to go to Chiapas. Thank you very much, Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden, for joining us, and thank you for contributing to the channel as you have done so many times. Greatly appreciated. So I'm going to click this button over here, and then I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to say, thank you, everybody, for joining us this Saturday. I'm getting ready to adios, amigos. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. You guys, happy December. This is just the beginning of a beautiful holiday season, and I hope I see you next week. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. It's adios, hasta luego, que te vaya bien. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.